It's not clickbait, dude. It's fact. Mrs. Nutnfancy's Roomba totally broke an AK magazine. I couldn't believe it when she told me. Here's how it went, by the way. And by the way, here's her Roomba. Bought a couple years ago for her as a gift, and they pretty much rock. Roombas are cool. I mean, you gotta like block off certain areas of your house, and apparently AK magazines. But they work great, and they minimize your work. They keep your place cleaner, if you care about such things. We do. It's been great. I mean, it has a few quirks to it, but they've been super durable. I bought it on Amazon for Mrs. Nutton, and it's a great gift for your wife, dude. Just saying, Christmas coming up. Think about her. Yeah, I use it too, man. Just cordon off an area. It's really cool. You know, I run... Oh, wait. I'm getting sidetracked on the Roomba. Okay, so here's how it went. She goes, Did you have, like, a magazine or something on the floor? And I was like, yeah, I always have magazines on the floor. I have guns on the floor. They're coming and going from the desert and other wilderness places all the time. Any given time, you probably see, like, 5 sitting out. She goes, I think the Roomba busted one. I was like, yeah, right. No way. She goes, no, seriously, the Roomba busted one of your mags. And she came out and gave me this Bulgarian clear that was loaded with Red Army brass. Red Army standard, more correctly. It's a Bulgarian clear, and sure enough, she hands me this piece. She goes, yeah, I just kind of bumped into it and snapped that lip clean off. What? There you have it, dudes. It broke. Now, I'm not going to tell you that the Bulgarian clear are the toughest AK mags around. They aren't. But damn, son, you should be able to put up with a Roomba bumping into you. I mean, we're not talking about dropping fully loaded onto a hard surface, concrete, you know, half-inch steel plate. Roomba. Dude, Roomba took you out. Roomba took you out. That just makes me laugh, just saying it. Roomba's badass, man. So you guys better hide your magazines from your freaking Roomba. They're going to just wreak havoc on your magazine collection, apparently. Well played, Roomba. Well played. Never would have expected that. We're going to morph here, not just to the Roomba semi-review and the Bulgarian clear, but I'm going to tell you what magazines I don't think the Roomba would ever break, AK variety. I'm going to start off with one that's severely hated on the internet, and I don't know why. It's pretty much tactical elitism, if you ask me. I've said it before in the reviews. Tapco. I love Tapco mags. They have been super reliable for me out there. We're talking in dirty conditions, too. 6 ounce for this 20. This one I Cerakoted. This one's 7 ounces, so it's just slightly more. They're not steel lined, but they're lightweight and they're cheap. And they've been pretty reliable. I love Tapco, man. But you talk to some guys who are like, oh, I would never run Tapco. Trust my life to Tapco. Whatever. I'm not saying they're the best magazine, dude. Don't misunderstand me. But I'm saying for the price, what you get, I use them as test magazines. It's like they always come along. Doing an AK variant rifle, they come along. I couldn't even find these 20s in tan anymore. I bought this one about 4 years ago. I saw them in black. I ordered a couple from Brownells just the other day, and I'm like, I need more 20s. I love the 20s too. And there's another thing I love about Tapcos. They come in different sizes for bench resting. So there's not a lot of mags that do that. So good on Tapco for doing it. I don't think the Roomba would bust this one, by the way. I have dropped these several times in rocky areas. I've never busted a feed lip. You know, can it withstand a tactical AK course over the course of many months? This will probably wear out. I know Arsenal did their tests. I mean, when I was with Walker years ago, he always, you know, he would talk about how plastic magazines would snap off. I said, do that with Tapco. He's like, nah, I can't. I'll break my foot. I'm just telling you what he said. He's like, yeah, those are pretty good mags. He said it off camera. He's like, don't tell the world. I'm like, I know they're good. I use them all the time. How about Magpul 30 rounders? Here's one in regular black. Here's one I Cerakoted in FDE. I think these are good mags. I have been saying lately that if you load it with steel, kind of like the Wolf here, gets dirt in it, I have seen some delayed feeds coming out of it. Just saying. Just saying. So, I think the takeaway on that is if you're going to run these and you really, really want them to be 100%, I'd probably run brass in it. Brass AK. Just, although I have seen the Hornady stuff, like the SST, it's super slick on their case. It's not like wool or Tulamo. It's really good stuff. I haven't seen any feeding issues out of these with the Hornady at all, if I'm remembering right. I try to remember right. Anyway, so I love these, and they're lightweight, super lightweight and affordable. Are they my favorite magazine, the Tapco or the Magpul? No, they're not actually. The one that is my favorite, and I've talked about it multiple times on camera, is the Bulgarian Circle 10 waffle mag. These are heavier than everything on top of the Roomba, except this piece of crap clear Bulgarian loaded. But you know what? Here you go, 8.6 ounces. So glad I wrote the weight on there. And this is a test mag. I mean, I'm running in the desert frequently. It's steel reinforced. It's got a steel tab up here, stainless steel feed lips. It has a band of steel running around here. Circle 10 because that's the number of the factory that puts it together in Bulgaria, apparently. This is a very highly coveted OD version. Love Circle 10s. So when it absolutely positively has to go click and it has to go bang and it's going to have a lot of wear and tear, Bulgarians is what I'm running. Also good are a wide variety of, I don't know, Comblocks or Chinese steel magazines. They're pretty good. They're pretty heavy too. This one came with a C39. That's why it got labeled. There's all kinds of steel mags out there, and most of them are excellent. They're just heavy. But you don't have to worry about this feed lip breaking. Roomba could beat on this thing all day long, and it would just laugh it off, man. The Comblock steel mags are good. I do have some US Palm 30s. I honestly don't know where they are. I think they're good magazines. There's a lot of courses that teach AK stuff that are running US Palm. Great reports coming from them on them. Here's the thing though, and I just want to be totally honest with you guys like I always am. The thing is there might be some, how do I put this? I'll just tell you straight up. There might be some secret deals with certain courses and certain manufacturers. In other words, hey, and I'm not mentioning names, but they'll say, hey, if you promote our product and you say we're the best this or that, and I'm not just talking about any magazine or any gun, then there's a secret relationship there. And so that school or this tactical guru doesn't promote anything else. Because Tapco isn't paying him, because he's not a rep for Tapco, he's not going to say, hey, Tapco's a good magazine. In fact, he'll say quite the opposite. He's like, I've never trust my life to say Tapco. Translated, Tapco hasn't paid me to say anything for him yet. There you go. I'm just telling you the truth. That is how it goes. I know that for a fact from all my industry insiders, all types of agreements, secret deals, and just sponsoring. So a school may get truckloads of such and such magazines shipped to their door. In exchange, we're your promoted magazine system. We're your promoted gun system. We're your promoted LBE system. You follow? The good news is we don't do that here in TMP. Fully independent, hated for it in some quarters. Well, whatever, you know, truth is truth. Other magazines, the AG4 Bakelights, I don't run those. Those are cool, good reports. A lot of guys swear by them. I don't particularly like them. I'd rather go with a more modern technology. And I did have a Lula loader. And speaking of US Palm, the Palms don't take down, which I don't like. They're very bulky. They're hard to put into LBE. Honestly, so are the Tapcos. I don't like that too much. But the loader doesn't fit onto the US Palms. Just as a data point, honestly, I don't use these very often. I hand load, because most of the AK mags, except the Bulgarians, load pretty easy. This with its steel feed lips, I'm kind of glad I have gloves on when I'm loading a Bulgarian magazine. Price you pay, firepower versus mobility. And there's a lot of others I didn't include, like that I don't have in inventory, like the Yugoslavia mags. Some other ones that I'm probably forgetting, like the Hungarian tanker mag. But we got a good selection. This is just what we use. So my go-to ones that I use most frequently are honestly the Tapco and the Magpuls. And if I think about it, the Bulgarians will come along. They look really good on camera, is what I'm trying to say. Waffle pattern, and they're a little more technical. So just from a show production standpoint, I like those. But I don't think Roomba would ever attack and win over any of the mags sitting on top of it. I might be surprised. I won't say for sure, because it sure did a number on this Bulgarian clear. So the score, if you're keeping track, is Roomba 1, Bulgarian clear, zip. See ya. One more. Safety on. Right here. Sweep it up. Let's ground it. Watch your muzzle.
Muzzle up.
Pick up your other gun. Let's go. Finger off trigger. Go, go, go.